So you have a ceramic coated vehicle, you want to know how to take care of it, maybe you want to even get the products to take care of it.
Exactly.
This is the kit for you.
I'm Ivan.
I'm Nick.
And this is DIY Detail. We're going to go into a ceramic coating maintenance kit. You had your ceramic coating done a year and a half ago, and you're noticing that the beading and the gloss isn't quite what you remember it to be.
Or it could have been just a season change, right? You got it done in the summer or fall, winter's passed, you just don't know if it's still there. It is. We're going to show you how to unlock it again.
Exactly. Now, coatings don't magically disappear off the surface of a vehicle. Most good pro-grade coatings, like the DIY coatings, actually need abrasion to remove them. And that abrasion would be through polishing or going through the car wash many hundreds of times. That being said, the coating's gone flat a little bit. And depending on where you are, it may go flat in different places. If you're in a northern climate where they use salt on the roads, it will go flat on the sides. If you're in a coastal environment where you have that beautiful salt air, breeze, well, it's usually on the top surfaces that it goes flat.
And flat means you don't see water beads anymore.
Exactly. Or the water beads are a little bigger than they used to be. They don't move quite as quickly when you're driving down the road and you see them just rushing off the car. No. What do you need to do? Well, first you need to wash your car, whether it be with rinseless wash or Incredible Suds. But while that rinseless wash or Incredible Suds is still on the surface, then we take our iron remover.
So we've done the contact wash.
We've done the contact wash.
But we haven't rinsed the panel after.
No.
Okay, so I've washed.
Right. And now we take the iron remover with our perforated synthetic decontamination towel. Because what's causing that coating not to bead like it used to be is simply contamination on the surface. And we need to get rid of that contamination. We'll do so in two different ways. First of all is a mechanical and chemical combined. The perforated synthetic decontamination towel, otherwise known as a clay towel. And the reason we call it a clay towel is simply because people will not search for a perforated synthetic decontamination towel according to our SEO company.
We're ahead of our time, Ivan. They may one day search for that.
Right, but for now,
so
it's a clay towel.
So in 2053, you go ahead and let us know what you're searching for when you're watching this video.
There's no clay involved in this whatsoever. And the beauty of this towel is there's no abrasives either. So it's safe to use either on a coated or an uncoated car. And by the way, this kit isn't just for ceramic coating maintenance, it's actually for general maintenance. But we get a lot of questions asking, how do I maintain my ceramic coating? That's why we came up with this kit.
More and more of you are actually doing your own ceramic coatings. We have our own ceramic coatings that are pro grade.
Right.
Easy enough for the enthusiasts out there. But a lot of people pay a pro. That's a wonderful way to do it. We honor that.
Yes.
It's an amazing thing either way.
Exactly.
We just want to help you now where you're at.
Right. So your car is covered in Incredible Suds or has some rinseless wash on it. You take one spray of the iron remover on the towel that you dunked in your wash bucket, and then one spray on the panel, and where you sprayed on the panel is where you deposit your towel. Then you lightly go over the surface, no pressure whatsoever. And with that lack of pressure, the clay towel or the perforated synthetic decontamination towel will, for lack of a better term, pluck the contamination off the surface. Now, the iron remover is staying there to dwell when we're done. And just like this is a perforated synthetic decontamination towel, but we call it a clay towel, this iron remover actually is probably not the best name for it, but it's what the industry has called them over the years. They're better termed a rust converter. So that little metallic particle that flew off your brakes and landed on the side of your vehicle, molten hot, and embedded itself into the clear coat just a little bit, when it gets moist, causes rust. Now that rust is what we see as a stain. And there's a great way of looking at it. Go to a shopping mall next time you're there and look at the back end of a white car and look very closely. Normally, if it hasn't been washed in a while, you can tell some people don't maintain their vehicles as we'd like them to maintain them. That being said, you'll see little orange dots everywhere. And those orange dots are where you've had one of those hot pieces of metal embed itself into the paint, and then the rust forms from the moisture. Now, what we're doing is we're removing that little embedded piece of metal into the perforated synthetic decontamination surface, and then the iron remover is staying behind to eat away and convert that rust into a red oxide. So you see these red streaks everywhere, then you rinse it away, and now your car, the beading, some of it should be back, but it might always be back.
Right, so you're gonna do one side of the towel per panel.
Right.
So after about 4 panels, You'll dunk this towel back in your wash bucket, and you'll just do it until the entire vehicle is done. You're gonna use a decontamination towel on your glass, and what it's gonna do is gonna brighten up the paint.
Yes.
It's gonna make the paint feel a lot smoother. It might restore some of the beads of your ceramic coating,
Right.
but it might not get all of them, which is where water spot remover comes in.
Right. Now, the water spot remover, you do not want to use it with the perforated synthetic decontamination towel. It's a great way of destroying the towel.
So rinse the paint first. Of all the iron remover,
Right, you want
clean paint.
Right. And then from there, you simply lightly mist this on the surface. Now, if you want to, you can agitate it with your wash mitt or even just a microfiber towel just dunked in your wash bucket. And then from there, you'll see beads just coming back magically. As soon as you spray it on, what it's doing is you have mineral deposits on the surface, whether they're from just the water, from washing the vehicle, because we rinse the vehicle, we dry it, there's always a bit of minerals staying behind, and they build up over time. Or, unfortunately, you might have parked close to a sprinkler. Or, if you go through a car wash, that's another one. Car wash not only leaves a bit of mineral deposits on there, but some of their chemicals are a little harsh. But this will take care of that. It's going to take that off. And again, as we're saying, you know, things that aren't named properly, we seem to be on a trend here with these. The last one is named properly. But again, the industry standard calls it a water spot remover, but it's actually a mineral remover. So we're removing embedded minerals from the surface, and your paint will immediately be beading again.
There's other videos where we'll tell you how to use water spot remover before you polish to make sure you're not driving the minerals back into the paint.
Yes.
Only to return later when the sun comes out. That's another tale for another time.
Exactly.
But water spot remover in this case is how you use it.
For ceramic coating maintenance, it's an incredible product.
It should be called water beading restorer.
It
perhaps.
could be, yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that, oh, it restores the beading because there's some form of protectant in it. Well, actually, there isn't. There isn't at all. Now we've rinsed this off. We have beautiful beading again, but we need to dry the vehicle. And when you're drying the vehicle, take your favorite drying towel and then use ceramic gloss as your drying aid.
And this is going to make the paint slicker for your drying towel. And again, drying is that time where you can introduce the risk of marring the paint. We don't want to mar, we don't want to scratch.
Right.
So you're going to introduce two things here. Lubrication, amazing smell.
Yes.
And number three,
gloss.
Amazing gloss and protection.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, this one is named properly because we're the ones who named it. We didn't go with industry convention on naming this. It is ceramic based and it does leave a wonderful gloss behind.
I remember the day when we were texting about like what we should name this, and I was like, what do I look at when I see a beautiful vehicle with ceramic protection? I'm like, I see gloss, like ceramic gloss.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
So ceramic gloss it is. Ceramic gloss, again, don't overuse it. 1 or 2 spritzes on your panel, go over it with your drying towel, and you'll get the pop back. And remember, your coating at this point is already revived with these two, but this just adds a little extra protection.
So if you have a detailer friend out there, if a birthday or Christmas is coming up, if you just want to take care of your own ceramic coated vehicle and you're looking for the solution, this, my friends, is it.
Now, there's links down below where to get the kit and videos on how to use all the products. And in the meantime, we'll see you in the next one.